So the question I hope to answer in this video is, do you need to be on every platform when it comes to advertising a business's online presence and doing their social media? There are a lot of apps when it comes to online advertising, social media, building a brand's business online, and this video is going to be mainly focusing on actually businesses and rather than personal brands or anything like that. It's going to be about the business side of things. So if that's what you're here for, then you're in the right place. So to start off with, then you've got Instagram, you've got Facebook, you've got TikTok, you've got WhatsApp is also another form of social media where you can communicate more effectively. You've got X, which was formerly Twitter, and Pinterest. All those sorts of apps can be really, really great to grow a business and sort of have a look what the market's doing and see how to progress and make your business move forward from there. So these are all great ways to do it, and let me go into a bit more detail about what each one does and what they are best for and what they're most optimized for. So let's start off with TikTok. TikTok is a great platform, and you can also go viral on that platform without needing thousands of followers or hundreds or millions or any real amount of followers. You can go viral by doing something that captures people's attention. They want to watch it, they continue watching it. And that's how the algorithm works on TikTok. What they do is see how many people view it and how long they view it for. And then if they view it for a long amount of time, they keep pushing it out to more people because they must think if everyone's watching the whole video through, it must be a very good video. So they push it out more and make it more known and, like I said, put it out there more, which can lead to you going viral. And that is often how people go viral, with one follower or even no followers sometimes. TikTok is a great platform for UGC, which is user-generated content. And what that means is real people rather than like sort of professional adverts. Let's say it's like a car brand. You wouldn't be looking for the professional adverts on there. The kind of thing that you'll be seeing on there is walkarounds of cars, people talking about them, and more content like this where, people are talking to the camera. They talk about things that they think are relevant to their topic and hopefully provide some value to their audience is the main aim on TikTok. As like I said, it's mainly the best platform for kind of UGC, and it's a really good platform for getting to know the more personal side of the business and things like that. So if there was one to have a bit of fun on, make it a bit more, make people know the personal side of the business more rather than the inner works of it and all the complicated things that come along with that, TikTok is the best platform for UGC. Next, we've got X or Twitter, and this kind of goes with LinkedIn as well. Now, these two platforms are best for text and writing and anything like that. You can still post photos and videos on them, of course you can, but I would say most people that use it, they normally post a long caption or something that captivates audience while also providing content. Some people prefer to do that the written way rather than doing it facing a camera or talking to a camera. And that is why people use LinkedIn X, as they have a lot, to say with words. And that can be also a very, very powerful thing depending on what business it is that you're going into or one that you're in now, or advertising for a business that you're currently making a social media presence online grow. If you do go onto these two platforms, you'll see that a lot of the content on there is written things and people provide tips and that sort of thing. And like I said, it's mainly written. There is also, lots of videos and photos on there as well. But for writing, and if you prefer to do writing for a business and make it a bit more, make people actually read the content rather than just watching and kind of absorbing it that way, then that is a great way to get a business and brand's idea and ethos out there. Next, we have Instagram, and Instagram, to sum it up, is kind of like where you want to do all the professional and cinematic shots of a business and where you want to make it look, really professional. So if you go onto Instagram and you see a few adverts or just organic content, but it's still really highly professional, you use top grade quality cameras, etc., you will see a lot of that on there, and that is a great place to do it. Instagram is kind of, like I said, the professional way to get a brand, message and professionalism out there. So if you are a content creator or social media marketing manager for the company, then that is a great way to get more professional and cinematic looking shots out there by putting on Instagram. Like I said, it's more optimized for cinematic and professional footage that, you know, really captivates the brand. You can also implement the personal side to it. Like UGC, user generated content, you can also 100% implement that in there. But if you are looking to put cinematic, top grade footage out there, Instagram is a really, really great platform, as there's a lot of people searching on there for high quality and really professional looking businesses content. And the more professional it looks on Instagram, the better your profile looks on Instagram. Like I mentioned, TikTok is more of a personal thing. You can also do cinematic things on there, absolutely. Of course, you can do these on every single one of them. Twitter, X, TikTok, Facebook, you can do that on all of them. But for Instagram, it is optimized for, like I said, cinematic footage, the one that looks the most professional for the business. And like I said, TikTok is mainly for the personal, when they want to kind of get that personal touch, personal feeling with the audience. That is a great place to do it. If you are looking for ways to target your audience and find a highly qualified audience, I made a video not that long ago about that, on how to target and how to get the right audience, build your audience in the right way to ensure that whoever it is that is watching you, they're ready to work with you and want to work with you, and how to put out content that makes them want to do that. Overall, to sum Instagram up, like I said, it's the cinematic, professional looking content you want to put out there, as that is what people will be interested on there. They're more likely to click onto a profile, want to work with you, contact you, email you, call you, etc. just to work with your brand once they see professional cinematic content. Now, like I mentioned in another video, you can't just put one video out there and expect everyone to want to work with you, as that's not how it works. You need to build trust over time with the audience that you're building, and that is how to do that on Instagram. Facebook is a really great way, if you have a personal one, to build a business page off the back of that, to make a business account, and you put photos, videos, and also professional looking things on there. It often works well with carousels, which is things that have more than one photo or video in them, you know, where you can scroll the photos and see how many's on there. Facebook is a really great place to do that, and it's also the perfect place to run ads, as there are billions of users on Facebook annually, so that can be a really great place to run your ads. TikTok, Instagram, their ads still do work, but like I said, combining the meta platforms, which is Facebook and Instagram, if you have those logged together at the back on a meta business suite, running that is the best place to run ads and the most effective way to pick up an audience when you pay for your content. And that is what I do at the Rise Up Agency. If you are, interested, click on the link in my bio. There is a free link to book a free video call, and we can discuss how we can perhaps work together and grow your content online and get you some more leads as well. So that was just a quick side note, but Facebook is a great place to run ads, do carousels, and a bit of cinematic footage as well. Now, if you're new to the whole social media marketing, starting online brands presence and building an already existing brand's online presence, then what platforms would I recommend? Now, I recommend starting off using Instagram and Facebook as kind of like a baseline. You've got the Meta Business Suite in there. Then you can also run ads from there as well, which is a great thing. Like I said, millions of users, billions of users on Facebook annually. TikTok can be a great place to do that, only if you're prepared to, sit down, talk to a camera, or get your client to do that if you're running the ads for the clients. That can be a great way to connect with your audience personally, on a personal level, make them get to know you on the online world, make them want to work with you. TikTok is also, like I said, a great place to do that. But to start off with, I'd certainly recommend Instagram and Facebook, as you can schedule your posts together. You can post on there the same time with the Meta Business Suite, and TikTok is something more where you want to try and go viral with it. But Instagram and Facebook, you want to build a highly qualified audience, which are the most likely to convert. If you build your audience over time on Facebook and Instagram, they have a bit more trust in you, they want to see more of your things. But if they're on TikTok, they just scroll to the next viral thing. So Facebook and Instagram is a really great place to start, as you can build a qualified audience, make them want to work with you in a more professional and smooth looking way. So rather than just going viral once on TikTok, gaining a few followers, and then they forget about you, go on to the next viral post, and that's it, you're out of their mind. So by building a qualified audience on Instagram and Facebook, that is really the best way to get started. Like I mentioned before, that is what we do at the Rise Up Agency. If you want to work with us, let us get you some leads and hopefully some new and paying jobs. That would be brilliant. I will look forward to seeing you then. Click on the link in my bio and you can book the free video call there. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I'll see you in the next one.